Some movies are actually so bad that they should never be allowed at the cinema. And this movie released this year called Twisters, which apparently is a standalone sequel to the movie from 1996, falls in that category. Because while it should have been so much better, it is just plain awful to watch through. With disaster movies like these, you need attention, you need the characters to get invested in a fear factor. And while you get some of that, this movie is way too much like a comedy. It does not almost feel like a disaster movie. It is just a movie that shows disrespect towards tornadoes and bad weather in general. People are yelling out when they are chasing one. You got Tornado Wrangler, some hopeless characters played by Glenn Powell, and Danny by Katie O'Brien. Where of course this movie is all about promoting less known actors and music from a certain region rather than making a good movie. Because if there had been some actual real tension in this one, you would sub out much of the music with a more tension-filled one to create a more dramatic disaster movie, which this one really should have been. Sure, the audience is fooled on a few close calls with a tornado and a sad backstory at the beginning, but once again, it is all about creating emotion and as much emotion as possible and try to explain tornadoes in a less serious way so nobody still understands them. I, for one, was hoping to learn more about tornadoes in this movie, but I just learned about tornado wranglers and how people unrealistically could go crazy when they see a bad storm, which is not that realistic. But yes, sure, people might laugh during a tornado if they are crazy enough, but seen as the realism from this movie, all these people would have easily died if they did that thing in the real world. So I really do not understand why we need so much emotion, why we need to build a love story between the main characters, which seems so forced, and they neglect the purpose of this movie, which is about using weather technology to save people, which it does touch on at the end, but very little. Most of the time, this is about people going crazy over a tornado, driving in it for fun like some sort of bad Jackass movie. And then, trust me, you rather want a Jackass comedy than this disaster movie that tries to be a comedy with a stiff Glenn Powell, with his only line he says like 10 times City Girl and showing off that he is a tornado wrangler, which perhaps in some new hillbilly shit is that new hillbilly shit for the ages. The main girl here, Kate, is also one that's not a cool character, a very weak one, where she is basically born in a bad weather, and the smartest girl in the world, which might have been built on from the first movie. That's a feature I do not know too much about. But the actress that plays her, it is not a good performance. In general, this movie, which should show you more fear, more tension, and not telling about tornadoes and a comedy version, fails on so many levels. This feels like if they had made Jaws into a comedy movie, and that would not have been good either. So this one is a 4 out of 10 just because of the ending. That is a bit dramatic, but otherwise it should really have been banned from the cinema when you can't make a cool movie about tornadoes.